What is up, everybody? DousGaming here, and welcome back to Mass Effect, or as I'd like to call it now, the Let's Get to Know Deuce segment. In my last video where I explained it, where I want to do game set where I just feel like playing right now, and as of right now, that is Mass Effect, because I really do love this story. And that's me as a person when I play games. It's more for the story aspect, because I'm a very story-driven person, because I don't really like multiplayer all that much. Other than occasionally here and there playing with my friends, but for the most part, I'm the guy that plays single player mode. Because people frustrate me. But yeah, so getting to know me more is that the reason why I'm talking about this now, other than I want you guys to get to know me for me, and probably to help understand me as a person with my videos, with like all my apologizing and stuff, just because I am very hard on myself, and like if my commentary lacks, and it really especially like with me watching my favorite YouTubers and when they explain it, how talking is a very, or commentary is a very particular skill that one does not get overnight. I mean, you have your few gifted individuals who have it, but for the most part it's a skill you have to learn, and it's a skill that is very hard for me to learn. Even though I'm very smart, I can learn things very quickly. It's not that hard for me to figure things out. I don't really get stuck on things all that long unless you ask me to read someone's like personality type or emotions, because I'm very bad with those. I can usually get them, and I'll hang on. But yeah, so like that stuff, and I can get picks up. But the chatting talent for commentary is something that is very, very, very foreign to me. Growing up, I didn't talk all that much. I always had my nose in a book. Never saw the point. I had very few friends. And, like, other than my family who thinks I never shut up, but that's just because I do it to annoy them, and that's my personality type. Because if I get to know you, I'll talk your ear off, because I get very passionate about things that that I like. I'm a very passionate person about subjects that I care about, which is, like, ancient history, ancient military tactics, weaponry, armor, that sort of thing, video game stories, fantasy, medieval times, that sort of thing. Like, I can keep going on and on and on. I have a very strategic and tactful mind when it comes to like that stuff, because I just am fascinated about it. I can pick it up like non-stop. Like, I like, just like a good example, I'm getting off subject, and that's one thing I do a whole lot, but I literally can't help it. One thing I did when I was younger, I think I was in like 8th or 9th grade, right? Before the dropout happened in 10th or 11th grade. My school had, like, you know, those old books that talked about ancient civilizations and such, like those big thick books and stuff that had like little pullouts and stuff. That wasn't like a little pop-up book. It just had like what's one of them? Wizardology. I think that's one of them. Oh, that's Tali. I'm sorry, Bay. I didn't mean to shoot you. That's right. Tali's my Bay. That Quarian butt gets me going all the time. And I keep shooting at the Asari, too. Fuck. I need to pay attention a bit. I'm like, don't even know where these guys are coming from, because I'm talking too much. But, what was I talking about? Oh. So, like that Wizardology book and crap, they had one for, like, Roman military tactics and what Rome was like and that sort of thing. And Rome, the military-wise, I didn't care for, like, their mythology and stuff all that much, because it just felt like a massive copy of Greece. And I love Greek mythology. Like, one little known fact real fast, which I'm getting off topic again, is, did you know Hercules, right? I'll tell you guys here in a second.
You're almost more trouble than you're worth.
Let the hostages go, and maybe you'll live long enough to explain yourself to the Council.
I don't answer to the Council. Or to you. I'm leaving this asteroid. If you try to stop me, I'll detonate these charges, and your helper and her friends are all going to die.
I can't just let you go, Balak. Not after what happened here.
This is nothing. You humans have done far worse to the Batarians. We've been forced into exile, forced to survive on what we can scrounge up. It's been like that for decades.
Why take it out on these people? They didn't do anything to you or the Batarians.
Didn't do anything. Aside from colonizing a world that could have been ours. Aside from using resources that should have been ours. We were left to defend ourselves. But the humans were stronger than us. We knew that. The Council knew that. But it didn't matter. It was you. You and your kind are the only reason we're in this position.
How does killing innocent people make up for that?
We had no other options. Sometimes you need to get someone's attention before they'll listen. That's why we attacked you at Elysium. That's why I'm doing this. You forced our hand.
So, they say they're attacking us on Elysium, right? But we haven't even gone there yet, so maybe I should have waited.
You attacked us first. When we retaliated, you ran off to the Council hoping for help. When you didn't get it, you hid. You've got no one to blame but yourselves.
Enough! You couldn't possibly understand. Actually, you just don't want to understand, and I'm done wasting my breath. Now, if you want your friends to live, I suggest you step aside.
You can go. But this isn't over. I'll find you eventually.
Maybe. But I made sure you won't follow me today. Those charges are still on a timer. Better hurry if you want to save your friends.
Yeah, so really quickly, guys. As I was saying, Hercules. Something interesting about him that a whole lot of people don't actually know about him. Hercules is not his real name. What, you ask? That is so not true. Well, it is. Hercules is his Roman name. Hercules, his real name is actually Heracles, and meaning glory of Hera, which Hera, in the mythology, took in spite of Hercules' mother, like dissing Hera, when in fact, from mythology, his mother had a very, like, she was very worshipful of Hera. So it wasn't out of spite. I gotta find these damn bombs. It's gonna drive me nuts. We have one down there and one across the hall. Okay, so we got this. So was a very big worshiper of Hera and just happened to mate with Zeus and have, you know, Hercules. So that's how that happened, and and then Hera making Hercules go nuts and kill his entire family, which I think was he had 2 sons and his wife, by spiking his drinks. I can't remember which, because there's several different stories to the whole thing, so it gets a little confusing from time to time. But like one story is that she had the god, I can't remember his name right now. Like, I can recite the main pantheon just fine, but when it comes to, like, the minor gods and goddesses, it gets very confusing. But he's a two-faced god, like, literally two-faced, like, he has 2 faces. Had him sneak in and, like, poison his wine. That sent him into a blackout rage, where made him seeing demons and stuff, that sort of thing.
He left. Is that all right?
Letting him go was better than the alternative. I thought you were going to stay someplace safe.
There might have been something I could have done to help. I thought I should be here. I know this asteroid better than anyone. You did it. Another hour and our course would have been irreversible. I ran the numbers, Shepard. X-57 would have struck near the capital city, the most densely populated region. But that's not going to happen, thanks to you. Is Katie in here? Is she all right? Is her team?
Balak was holding them hostage. I let him go to save them.
Let a terrorist go or sacrifice innocent lives. I'm glad that's not...
This is actually a really easy choice to make.
Will you get in trouble for that? I mean, he could do the same thing somewhere else, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could. Balak seemed like a practical man. Practical but callous. I'm sure if he'd been in my place, Ms. Bowman would be dead now, along with all the terrorists. But I'm not going to sacrifice people who happen to be between me and my target.
So what happens now? The bad guys get away?
Balak gets away today, but we'll still be after him tomorrow. And the day after that. Me, my crew, and every other crew in the Alliance. He'll run and he'll hide, but eventually he'll slip up and we'll get him. Bad guys never get away, Simon. Not unless the good guys give up.
Well, I wouldn't want you after me. Shepard, thank you for my grandchildren's lives. I don't think I'll stick around, though. Not with the team gone. Too many ghosts. It's time for me to get back and spend some time with my family. Before I go, I'd like to offer you something. Maybe you'll have more use for it than I will. As lead engineer, I get some quality items. Take your pick. You've earned it.
I know it's a lot to ask, but that Omni tool of yours? I could really use something like that.
Shepard, I think I mentioned that you saved my kids and grandkids. What's an Omni tool compared to that? You take it, with my blessing. I hope you get good use out of it.
One more thing. You asked me to look into your missing engineers?
Have you found them?
Not yet. Can you think of anything that would help me find them?
See if you can tap into our transmission tower out on the surface. Their equipment sheds will show up on your sensors.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard.
Okay, so I don't know if I should really go searching for the people.
I can't believe you let Balak go to save us. I half expected you to just let us die. Sacrifice the few for the many.
Then I'd be no better than the Batarians. Besides, Balak won't get away with this. I know who he is now. He can't run forever.
You sound like my brother. He was always so stubborn, but always willing to do the right thing, no matter what.
Your brother was the one Balak killed?
Yes. Aaron.
I knew it.
The one who convinced me to join the team here. Said it would be an adventure. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I should see to Aaron.
I understand. You've been through enough today. I'll get out of your way.
Thank you. Oh, I don't even know your name.
Shepard. Commander Shepard.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. You're not exactly what I expected, but thank you.
What can you tell me about the Batarians? What were they hoping to achieve with all this?
I don't even think they knew. When they first arrived, they were talking about getting us back to their ship. They wanted to sell us as slaves. When Balak showed up, everything changed. It was his idea to redirect the asteroid. Said it was the will of the Batarian Rebellion, whatever that is. They followed him quickly enough, but I don't know. I don't think they're all as fanatical as he was.
That was a brave thing you did, Kate. Contacting me on the radio, risking your life.
Stubborn and determined runs in the family. My father was in the Alliance back on Earth. I think he was disappointed none of us kids signed up, but he'd be proud of Aaron. Sorry. I just...
You've been through a lot. I'll get out of your way. So long, Kate.
I appreciate that, Commander. Goodbye.
Okay, so I'm not gonna go hunting for those other guys. I mean, the good thing would be to do that, but I personally don't really care. It's just some little minor side quest, so I'm not gonna go pushing for it to find everything and all that such business. But yeah, so let me get in this elevator, head upstairs. That's not where I need to go then, apparently. Get some grenades. But yeah, so a bunch of stuff to Heracles. I don't even remember what I was talking about anymore. But then my brain really does do that quite a bit, because I do think of several things all at once. And so when my mind gets something in my brain, I'll jump to that subject really fast, and 9 times out of 10 I'll end up forgetting what I was talking about in general. But normally I'm usually pretty quick on remembering. But I'm going to head up to the spaceship, and then I'm going to end the part there. Alright everybody, ending it now. I'm going to do a couple side quests by heading back to the Citadel and stuff, turning some stuff in like I said I was going to. And I'll see you all next time. May the heart of the cards be with you guys, because I'm Deuce of DousGaming. And I hope to see you all next time. If you guys liked the video, comment down below what you liked about it. And if you didn't like it, comment down below what you didn't like about it. Maybe you can tweak a few things here and there, but I hope to see you guys next time. Peace!